Hello, and welcome back to No Man's Land. It's a bit rainy this morning, so I thought I'd catch up on my toilet breaks. Better flush that. The weather is amazing outside. I did have an issue with the game save, video save that we had, so we lost a day. But that shouldn't really affect us a whole bunch. We did have some production set up to go. We had potatoes and sunflowers, I think. They should be distributing. Looks like they are. And then here we had grapes. It's missing. Already out of seeds. Wow. There's 20,000 litres of seeds in there. Okay. That's going to be expensive. Everything else should be heading straight to the production buildings. So, yeah, if that's burning through that much, they're going to be making a whole lot of products for us. It's not cheap. $35,000 just for this. It needs solid fertilizer as well. Craziness. Well, it was only a test. So if we're going to keep using that much, we are in trouble. I think this is even more expensive, this stuff. Yep, $60,000 for 50,000 litres, so if we're going to keep these productions up, we may have to look at making seeds and fertilizer. I've seen them in the mod hub. I'm like, yeah, cool, we can make grapes. Let's see what happens. But it's at $120,000 a day. That's going to be not great. So let's go and check our productions, or actually, I think we're best to go and check our productions and see if we're actually going to make any money off this. I think we put this up the top, so we'll head up there and have a look once we're up there. Right, I'd skip timer forward about 40 minutes because it was just a bit dark. I didn't realise how dark it was. So we got stuff here. What's this one? What's going on here? Grapes are meant to come in. distribute that. That can go to the bakery. Load up some of these and see how we go with it. That's the main thing. Some of the new productions, they don't get picked up with these things, so alright, so that's good. Still hits a flour there, that should be going straight to the bakery. Now it should. I'm not sure what's sending flour here though. Maybe the grain mill. Too far to run it up there, isn't it? What have we got here? It's our crisps. Oh, the glitch happened again. Throw this up the bakery. The bakery looks like we've got some bread up there anyway. Where do you put this stuff for the bakery? There you go. Some extra flour going there, but we've got bread. Everything's happening. It's working. Sort of. We're just going to have to work out a few little kinks, I think. Got some more maple syrup here. This place might be due for some water soon. I don't think we can use that for any other productions just yet, but we'll find out. It looks like we've got a fair lot of grapes, so that's all of our grape juice, but we still have a ton of grapes in here, so that's not too bad. We've still got 85,000 litres in the trailer. We got 4,000 litres, so it does produce a lot of grapes, but it is rather expensive. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that to see what we make a day and what we get back from it. So we can add grapes into cereal. It was just a little bit of a test to see if it was going to be a worthwhile thing to help us get some more productions, but in reality it's going to chew through that many grapes and not make us a lot of cash, or even break even. It's going to be probably best off that we get the vines in. That was 20 grand, so we sort of need to make 70 grand. Hopefully by the end of the day today we have more grape juice available. It seems like the potato chips and all that are working, so I think we'll get these loaded up. I haven't got one on the front of this one here yet. Probably need to. But for now we'll just brink it down like that. of them. It's cool trying out the new mods, but that one was definitely very expensive, so I might let that run till everything runs out again, work out what we spent, and then work out if it's viable. It might not be viable to keep going 24/7, but it might be good if we want to start like a batch of cereal or some grape juice, or well, actually, what's the most the best value? Grapes you get about 1,500 bucks. Grape juice, raisins is 4.7. So grape juice is worth more. It's going to be the best option for us at the moment. But we've got to make sure that we're producing enough. I do want to throw in a bigger chicken barn. I think the grass over here needs to be done today. What we'll do also is we'll head up and should have grabbed those potatoes right there and see what that's making for us. Some crisps or potatoes, potato chips. It's not costing us a whole heap of money to have those chugging along. I don't know how much those facilities are putting out a day, but we'll find out in a minute and see what's up there. And then we'll see if that's viable to keep going as well. I'm not sure if the maple syrup can be turned into anything else. No more grape shit, that's a little bit of a letdown. This might not be going to get picked up. Yeah, we're getting a heap of potatoes, but not a whole lot of sunflower, so we may need to put more in for that. We're picking up now. Maybe because they're double stacked. Over there are slowly getting picked up. It's a win. I know that happens. Looks like there's a fair few in there actually. Definitely going to hold more than the trailer can take. Something wrong with one of these mods and it just does not work, and now that one's going to be stuck in the ground soon. Looks like we're getting plenty of potatoes and crisps. I don't know if the shop up here can sell them. But this is only for one day as well, so we're going to have to take them to the cellar all down there. And also I was thinking, I don't know if we have one, but there is a trailer from 82 Studios that holds more. There's that one. This one. I can do up to 82, so might be worthwhile getting this one. And putting it on a trailer. Or, oh, how much are the TLX cars? Old ones. Without the red wing, there we go. That'll do. That'll do. Need the plough mount. Gotta change the colour. That'll do me. Bit of an expensive adventure to set that up, but we will send this truck away onto here. And we'll see if this one works any better. Can always sell it if need be. It also frees up one of our vehicles, and I think you can put the other trailer on behind this too. So when we're at these multi-production ones where we've got more than one thing going. Oh, you nutter. At least this one that's stuck in the ground's getting picked up, so that's a win. We'll get all this tidied up and we'll pop back at you. Alright, so we've got another 29,000 litres in the back of this one. Plus whatever's in the back of that one, so that's a fair bit for a day. A bit worrying there's no more grapes there actually. There's going to be more. Bummer. Maybe if we make enough cash from the potatoes and stuff, we fill everything up on the grapes and we'll work out how long it takes. But okay, so why aren't they selling? They are now. We're going to be like, damn it, I'm going to have to empty them all out. Start again. Wow, $136,000 just for those ones, right? And then we still got a trail load full over here. So the crisps are definitely producing way better than the grape juice at the moment. There's still 20,000 litres here, so let's see what we do. Didn't think they were going to make us that much money. That's definitely worthwhile putting in another garden for sunflower oil. That's just made us our money to pay back the grapes, but I know it's a bit of a gamble, but I want to really stock up the grapes with every single thing it needs to full and see what it does, because maybe we didn't fill it right up properly, so there's another $94,000 out of that. That's crazy. So what do the grapes need again now? We'll just do that. About flicking through all the menus and stuff. The sunflower oil we're not getting enough of. And we're out of potatoes there too. That one's selling potatoes, and we've still got plenty of stuff there. Potatoes doing 192 48 times 64. Yeah, so we definitely need to put another one of those in if we can. Grain mill, sorghum flour, that's being distributed. It's getting distributed to the wrong shop, but we can fix that. Too many production things going on now. There we go, grapes. About 50,000 more seeds. Yeah, so let's just, it's going to cost us a fortune, but alright, I'll get this loaded up and we'll come back. Doing the last run along the edge, get it tidy, because last time we had a little bit of excess here, so I figure we'll just finish that up. Might run the line down the middle of these two fields as well. There's plenty and plenty of grass here for silage, so we're gonna have to start looking at making our own total mix ration, I think, because on Western Wilds it's great because you can sell the silage at the BGA and get gas and fuel and everything for the gold production. Here there's nothing like that. I'm not sure if there's any mods that allow you to do that yet, or if there will be. Yeah, I mean, when you're starting from scratch, silage and the trees, grass and trees is what all you've got here. There's no contracts, there's no nothing, as you know, so it's super handy to have. We don't need to worry about doing this part down here. I'll mow all the excess stuff on the left there off camera. We'll get this put away and grab our wherever it is, our trailer. It's probably still over in the field where I was collecting stuff yesterday. Probably should have done that one with the front mower that we still have with the forage wagon, or what it's called. We could have put that on the front and the wagon behind it to get it right to pick it up at the same time. I think our wagon is down over here, so we've got a fair bit of cheese there to collect. Nearly lost her. This thing's done a fair bit of work. 30,000 litres in it still, so it might just have to look at a different way of doing this. It's a bit slow and bulky. I mean, it works, it does what it's supposed to do. Like I said, we've got tons of grass over there for silage. I don't even think I've sold a load of silage in the last 3 months. There's probably heaps sitting there. I think last time I checked, we got about 1 million litres of grass. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a payday there with silage. Yeah, we can use it to put in a bigger cow barn, or that big 5,000 head chicken barn. Obviously the downside to doing this is there's no AI worker, so it's all manual. So we won't make you sit through all of that. We'll do a couple of runs and then get it all done and come back. I think the other day I was playing this game for about 6 hours and it was about a 57-minute video. Chopping trees and doing all the stuff. It's a bit repetitive, so I don't like sort of showing that all the time. And up our edges here and then we are good to go. But just this little field here tends to make us a fair bit of grass, so every now and then if we need a little bit more, or at the start I was running around the property as we bought it, like where we got the trailer from over there. It's not really needed at the moment because we've got no real use for the silage. We will make total mixed ration eventually. I know there's some like modded barns and stuff you can use. Maybe the one that we've got there we can actually make total mixed ration as well. Have to have a look at that. That'll save us some money for the cattle. But yeah, we've got a couple of wheat fields, so that'll give us plenty of wheat for the chickens. As we start making a bit more money, we might move all the productions up to the top where the other ones are, or onto a different property, and we'll keep the animals separate. It might be easy just to move the animals. It is what it is. It's just all these new mods and productions and everything keep popping up, so I like giving them a go. Same as that grape and olive fruit house thing over there. That's awesome. If it's going to be using $100,000 worth of goods every day and not giving us that money back, it's not really viable to keep it going. But in saying that, it could also be the production limit up there not producing enough of the grapes, so maybe after today we can turn the distribution off and just set it to put the pallets there, and then we can work out exactly what we're making every day. See if it's viable to keep it going. I know we can make seeds and solid fertilizer, I think. Water's free, yeah, so it's not a big deal if we can get that stuff produced. I think this place you can make seeds and all sorts of stuff, so we might have a look at that shortly. Where are we? Yeah, we've got 1,300 litres. We've got wheat seeds, barley seeds and corn seeds, so it just comes out of seeds. Total mixed ration we can make in here too, and solid fertilizer. We just put corn in, so That's interesting. But yeah, there's more things we can do to keep our productions cheaper. Once we can afford to buy a corn header and some planters, we can do a big run of corn. If you're using that building in other properties where there's, you know, the maps I mean, where there's contracts, it wouldn't be an issue. Get extra cash in. I think I was playing one of the maps in 30-40 grand a day just from a couple of contracts. I sort of like not having them here because it gives you free run, but at some point too, some people don't like the grass and silage and the tree, all the tree work, you know. So I get it, it's farming simulator, but at the same time, when you're on a farm, if you got heaps of trees, I mean, you farm trees, you can plant them, knock them back down, send them off. You can have greenhouses because it's another way of producing something in your off season. And I mean, the production side of things, well, dairy especially, a lot of cow farms are set up as dairies. So, you know, I don't think if you had a farm, you'd set up a bakery to do your wheat and things like that, but I think it's just a good part they added to the game. It covers more bases. That's not for everybody, but a lot of people that I speak to love it. Keeps the day more challenging, gives you more options instead of just ploughing, seeding, fertilizing, selling. Just especially for younger kids, like my kids love it too, because they get to see how it all actually works. You know, when you get wheat, it goes here. When you get milk, it goes here. It sort of makes a bit more sense to them, so they understand it a little bit better. So I get it. But yeah, if those grape and olive greenhouses don't turn out, we'll just plant a paddock worth of grapes. I mean, it's expensive as to have that, so you got to make sure you got a lot going on, but it's something that we can try too. But I'll knock the rest of this out and not bore you with my jibber jabber, and I'll get back to you shortly. Alright, last row. I think we've done, this will be the fourth. Can't remember, I wasn't really counting, but this will probably be the fourth trailer load, so that's close to 200,000 more litres just with that little bit extra. It's not too bad. But I mean, now, you know, having grass in there, silage, we can get some straw and some hay in there once we get all the fields sorted out. So boom, there's our total mixed ration sorted for the cattle. It's pretty cool, a lot of these multi-production places. It just makes life a lot easier, especially once you start getting busier. Like I was watching Mr. Sealy P, and he actually hit the production limit, the production buildings, and I'm like, wow, I no idea. He made it all work. It was killer how he's doing it. But this map and Western Wales is really the first, besides lumber, it's the first of the productions that I've been setting up. So it was good to watch and see it, because yeah, there's so many things you can use to feed into one or the other. So it is it's a good deal. Good to watch for sure. Right, we'll park this over near the shed, the house. Jump into one of our tractors. And we'll throw on the rollers. And go out and roll that so the yield gets up for the next batch. Put an AI worker on for that, and we'll sort out the fertilizing for our fields. I'm not sure if we have fertilizer spreader. I know we did have one, but I'm not sure if we leased that and sent that back. So we'll have to work that part out. But we'll send him on his way. we still got those lots of flour here too, so we might try and take them up to the bakery so they're being used. I think it for both. Okay, having that big weight on the back doesn't help. Oh, there's a little bit more there, so that's not bad, but I just think maybe run it for 24 hours like that, see what we make. I mean, the grapes are there, don't get me wrong. I might produce grapes for 3 or 4 days after we've stopped sending the grapes there, so it's not an issue. I just want to make sure that what we get out of it for a day makes it worthwhile having it. Right, so that's there. Got bread. It'd be cool though, once we start getting some sugar. We need sugar. We got strawberries that we can turn one of the greenhouses on to send up here. Yeah, we can start making cakes. That's how we can earn some decent cash doing that as well. Alright, so all this stuff up. Oh, they've got the maple syrup too, so that's actually got to go back down to the other one. We own this land here. I'm pretty sure at the start we bought it because we had to chop those trees. Yep, so what I'm going to do, we will put a sell it all there. And then that way we don't have to keep going back and forwards. Got everything. Okay, I'll just put up there, is it? Yep. Maybe we can put that down here or something. Put it somewhere because it's a bit of a hassle. Whack that right there out of the way. Hope it's out of the way. And then now our productions that we have around here that don't sell at the standard one, we can just bump into there and get rid of them, get our cash back. Save us some time going back and forwards all the way down to the bottom. Not a huge deal, but just saves us time in case we forget to bring up a trailer or something. I push these out away without hitting the pole. Putting the weight on the back of this thing makes it so much better. Shouldn't lifting the potatoes and that sort of stuff earlier made life so much better, but I don't think there's any productions for the maple syrup yet. But $3,000, not a whole bunch of cash for that, but there's no work involved, it's just a bit of water. We'll park this back here. And then see if we have any fertilizer spreaders. Oop. That's the least. Let's do it. Oh, there we go. Fertilizer spreader. Do a lot of stuff leased that we're going to have to purchase because it's not really fair having all the extra cash if I'm still leasing stuff or just wasting money. Okay, when you're starting out a little bit. I would try and prefer to do a game where you don't have to lease, not allowed to lease. I wonder if this has still got lime in it. Unload that here. Nope. If you can unload it when the cover's off. Open. Nope. That means I'm going to dump all this on the ground, right? awesome. Hopefully I can just plonk that into... So what I'm hoping... I don't think I'm going to be able to lift these, but... They're too heavy. Hoping that we can get them into silo, and then we can just fill it back up as we need it. We'll send that down to the on there and see if we can make it work. Come on, little girly. This one looking like for fertilization. Now the scent needs rolling, so we missed that, but can't help that at the moment. So we'll let that go. That can be fully fertilized. We'll check on our telehandler and see if we can... This is taking way too long. Get it down there and see if we can organize these pallets. So we're just over here, we're just waiting for the wood pellets to come through. Get them all loaded on. I've got the fertilizers. Oh, what we had to do over here was I ended up having to use a telehandler to lift up the pallets into the back of the truck, and then once it was in there, put it into our silo. The tractor is over there now trying to get rid of as much fertilizer as we can so we don't have to repeat that again. And I think everything else should be good to go now. We need to put more sunflowers in, but I'm not going to do that in this area. We might just let these run out and we will put them elsewhere. And then maybe put a big chicken barn in here. We've got a ton of eggs that we've got to collect, so that's try and push him over there. Gonna work. Push him out of the way, so actually I'll just stick him over the side. And then if there's any more come out, we can... Not going to hold up production. Got a fair few eggs here. I didn't collect them yesterday, so... How are we going here for food? We've got a bit. You can't have any more chickens in there. It's full. They've produced enough to make... I think we had 400 in there, now we've got 720. That is good, but we have some more pellets to pick up here, and I think we have some cheese to grab as well. And that's all the pellets in it. Yep, no pellets left. Much furniture, 15,000. That's cool, we can get them later. This is super handy. I think this thing holds 28,000 litres or something like that, so it's a bit better. It would be cool if you could have two different ones sucking into one trailer, like especially now we've got these multi-productions where one's doing furniture and pellets or flour and whatever, but it's gonna make it a bit more handy. We'll pick up our cheese. Not sure how much we have. Not a whole lot, so that's not too bad. around and grab the rest of it. There's only 3,000 litres left after that, so get these picked up and dropped off. I think we done about 2,000 litres of it yesterday. Not too bad at all. We're starting to build up a fair bit of cash, so we're going to be able to put in some bigger animal areas, buy some more land, expand. Not too fussed about building a bigger house because I like that one. That's pretty cozy. I think what we might do is might actually buy some of our equipment that we've got leased. We'll return it and buy new stuff, and you know, we won't have a whole lot of cash then, but at least we own everything. I don't get him to use up all the fertilizer, but hopefully we'll get down to like 6,000-7,000 litres after this field. Probably not. But it might be easier to set up like a liquid fertilizer sprayer and then have this just for lime. Bit of a pain every time having to transfer it from one to the other. What else do we have to do? We might check on the cattle. Where are we? There we go. We'll put our tanker on. The milk and slurry. Hopefully that's gonna, yep, it's on the other way. I'll put that diesel tank in too, so now we can service our machines here and fill them up. It's got 10,000 litres in there, so that should keep us going for a while. Super handy. We've got to get rid of some of the stuff too. We don't need it all now. Some of that is leased. Paying for stuff we're not using, so. Sure we're going to have much slurry, but. On that, how much do we. Still got plenty of food and straw, so we're good. A whole lot of cash for that at the moment, but just throw that in there and get rid of it. And then flashes off and make it a little bit weird to look at when it's night time. Well, it's night time here anyway. More cheese for us. Right, so I think everything's done. Gotta wait for that fertilizer to finish, but I'm not gonna make you guys sit around for that. Field's all fertilized, we've got some trailers and stuff I'm gonna sort through, get rid of, tidy up a little bit more. Work out what we got leased and what we don't, and then actually, what do we got leased? Large tractor telehandler, seeder. Well, that fertilizer spreader's the least one, so we can send that back anyway. The grassland care we need. This one we don't. That can go back. Return that. Telehandler will purchase the seeder. I think what we'll do is we'll purchase both of these. I did lease to see which ones are working better. The truck. We don't really need that at the moment because we only use that for timber. But we already own it. And the forestry machine, I got that super cheap. That was about 60 or 80 hours before we bought it. Had a trailer, low loader trailer. I'm not sure we really need right now, but we own it, so that can stay there. That mower, we can sell that. It's only worth $6 grand because we got that used, I think. But yeah, we don't have a whole bunch of stuff that. Which telehandler we got? The Class Scorpion. So we'll return that, and we'll go and buy that. So that's one thing that we have owned and not paying out for. When was it? That one there. 8.3 ton, 13 spaces. This one, 7.1 ton, 11 spaces. I haven't used that one yet. I like the Libra. It's a bit cheaper and it's got that thing so you can push the pallets too. 17 spaces, JCB. We haven't done 50. So that one, 8.3 tons. Well, it's not about that heavy. We've got the big weight for the back of it anyway, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. I'll just get this one. The guard bar on, beacon lights, fenders. That will do us. So where was our one park, so we know where to come and get the stuff from. There it is on the ground just there, so. Like he's finished that. Make sure that it's all fertilized first before we send that back. To be good. Get rid of the fertilizer. Turn that. Get another one as well. Sorry for jumping through all the menus. I'm just trying to get this sorted out. Fertilizer spray, had that one. That shoot 12 to 18 meters, 42 meters. $42 meters, I might get that one. Alright. Now it would be cool if these connected up to transport down there, but I was hoping that was going to happen because it's a modded tractor, modded forklift, telehandler. That makes life a whole lot better. We'll get past here because every time I get down here they all fizz out and run into everything. More chips. Chugging away. Got any more grape juice yet? Then we're going to do is tomorrow, we'll just run this tonight, see how many pallets come back for tomorrow. And then after that, what we'll do is we'll send this down here. And I think what we'll do is we will put back to storing, so we see how many pallets come out a day and see. Now we know it's definitely full on all of them. It'll be interesting to see how much it actually uses. You don't actually need to do it this way anymore because it can clip on that way, so that's, yeah, it's green, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. We might go and get our semi-trailer. Actually, no, we'll leave that over there for now. Gotta wait for this telehandler to get down here and we are good. So I think we're going to call it there. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe if you like what we're doing. Leave a comment and have a great day. See you soon.